You know, the dream of every gardener is to plant once and then reap the rewards for years, without repeating the exhausting cycle of sowing, transplanting, and replanting season after season. So what if a garden could keep feeding you year after year with almost no extra effort? That isn't fantasy. It's the quiet power of perennial crops. These plants come back reliably, grow stronger with time, and deliver food that just keeps on giving. Today we'll walk through 7 perennial crops that, once planted, will serve you for years, sometimes even decades. These are crops that serious gardeners should know, because they save labor, build soil, and create a lasting food supply. Perennial crops are the gardener's secret weapon. Annual vegetables like beans, tomatoes, and corn have their place, but they always demand reseeding and re-establishing. Perennials flip that script. Once they're rooted, their energy shifts from mere survival to steady growth, deeper rooting, and consistent production. That means less watering, less weeding, and less soil disturbance over time. Their roots anchor into the subsoil, drawing up minerals that annuals can't reach. This creates a self-sustaining cycle of fertility in the garden. Think of them as the permanent backbone of your food system, crops that stabilize your beds and carry you through lean years. Asparagus rewards patience with decades of harvest. Asparagus has been a gardener's favorite for centuries, and for good reason. A single planting can produce fresh spears every spring for up to 20 years. The key is patience. In the first 2 years, it's best to let the crowns establish without heavy harvesting. By the 3rd year, the plants are strong enough to yield generously, and they will only grow more productive with time. To start an asparagus bed, dig trenches about 8 inches deep and 12 inches wide, set the crowns at 18-inch intervals, and gradually cover them with soil as they grow. Rhubarb provides a steady spring harvest for decades. Rhubarb thrives in temperate climates and, once planted, it can produce for 15 years or more. Its stalks bring a tangy flavor that's perfect for pies, sauces, and preserves, though the leaves remain poisonous and must be discarded. Plant rhubarb crowns in rich soil about 3 feet apart to give them space to spread. The first year should be left for establishment, but after that, the stalks can be harvested generously each spring. Jerusalem artichokes are resilient and abundant. Few perennials are as tough and productive as Jerusalem artichokes, also known as sunchokes. These tubers, related to sunflowers, grow tall above ground while forming edible roots beneath. Plant them once and they'll reappear every year, often with greater vigor. A single planting can become a self-sustaining patch that feeds you indefinitely. To grow them, set tubers 5 inches deep and about a foot apart in loose soil. Herbs deserve a place in every perennial garden, and chives are one of the easiest to keep. They grow in clumps, returning each year with fresh green shoots that taste of mild onion. Beyond their culinary use, chives flower beautifully, attracting bees and beneficial insects that improve the health of the whole garden. Horseradish thrives on neglect and keeps multiplying. Horseradish is the definition of a hardy perennial. Once planted, it asks for little care and often spreads vigorously, sending roots deeper each year. Blueberries turn a corner of the garden into a food forest. Perennial fruit crops are as important as perennial vegetables, and blueberries are one of the most rewarding choices. Walking onions replant themselves year after year. Walking onions, also known as Egyptian onions, are unlike any other perennial crop. Instead of producing seeds, they form small bulbs at the tops of their stalks. A perennial garden is, honestly, a long-term investment in resilience. What makes these crops so valuable isn't just their yields, but really the security and resilience they bring to a garden. With annuals, just one missed planting season can mean, well, an empty harvest. The idea of planting once and harvesting forever may sound, too good to be true, but with these 7 crops, it is entirely possible. Asparagus that feeds families for 20 years, rhubarb that anchors the spring garden, Jerusalem artichokes that multiply underground, herbs like chives that return faithfully, horseradish that refuses to die, blueberries that sweeten every summer, and walking onions that spread themselves without help. All of these are living proof that perennial gardening is the path to lasting abundance. If you are serious about building a garden that saves labor and guarantees food year after year, it's time to give perennials the space they deserve. Plant them once, care for them properly, and they will reward you for a lifetime. For more guides like this, make sure you subscribe to Hydrohaven and share this video with other gardeners who want to grow smarter, not harder. Together, we can build gardens that last and food systems that endure.